John was one of the disciples closest to Jesus, who saw for himself the risen Christ, as recorded in his own gospel account.
I would say he must have been a very, very smart young man, but at the same time very compassionate young man, because you see in all of his writing that compassion comes out.
The subject of love is mentioned by John in almost every chapter of his gospel.
It is Jesus actually doing the love by dying on the cross. And then after, the resurrection, there is also a reminder of the importance of love, where Jesus asks Peter, Peter, do you love me? After the resurrection, every one of those disciples was totally, radically changed. And they were all willing now to give their lives for the one who loved them. But I believe that throughout all of his life, John never abandoned his main important theme, and that is love. Because at an old age, he would turn to the people who were carrying him, and he would say, children, love one another.
For the last 2,000 years, people of faith have been coming to the Holy Land in order to strengthen their beliefs. And being here, you really do get the sense that you're literally walking in Jesus' footsteps. This is much more than a holiday. It's a spiritual journey that really can revive the soul.
It's an amazing country from what I've seen so far. I'm not surprised that God chose this country to come to.
Everybody should do this pilgrimage. It just gives you a totally new perspective of things.
The resurrection isn't just something that's past. It isn't an event of just 2,000 years ago. It's something that's happening now, and we are children of the resurrection. We're filled with the power of the risen Jesus, and we must take that spirit of love and of joy and enthusiasm with us wherever we go.
Not everyone has the opportunity to visit the land they call holy, but we can all learn something from the stories of those who lived here 2,000 years ago.
In every encounter, whether it's Mary Magdalene in the garden, whether it's the two disciples on the road to Emmaus, even with the disciples on the shore of the Sea of Galilee, it is not until Jesus does something familiar, calling her by name, breaking bread and blessing it, feeding them on the shore of the Sea of Galilee, that causes them to recognize Jesus. And it's almost as though the gospel writers want to remind us that he is risen. We may not know where we will see him next, but he will be there to be found.